Teachers Day to all of you, though September 5th is the Teachers Day, and we did launch GEG Pune, launched on September 5th with help of Dr. Varia. So I had no idea, and we had never met, Dr. Varia and me. But when we started thinking about GEG, and I posted everywhere in my groups in India and everywhere, Dr. Varia was the first person to contact me and said that, oh, this is what I wanted for a long time.
Yes.
And so thank you, Dr. Varia, for supporting right from the beginning. So I did not have a school domain because I couldn't use my school domain to record meetings or accommodate. And the first 2 months, Dr. Varia helped me every time with
Yeah,
arranging meetings, recording it from his school
we
account.
could do it from the recording, yeah, from the school's domain.
Yeah.
That's true.
Wishing you a happy birthday, ma'am.
Thank
Sorry to
you.
interrupt.
No worries, no worries. Thank you. Welcome, Panna ma'am.
It's a happy day for all of us, all the members of GEG Pune.
Yeah. And so this is how it started. And then I felt really bad about not being like asking Dr. Varia for help every time that, can you please record the session? Can you send me the link? And then we decided that if I have a trainer's domain, I get to do the recording. And that was my motivation to be a trainer, frankly speaking, honestly. And I said, let us just do that trainer application and let's go about it. So we had already done 4 or 5 sessions, I think. And then Dr. Varia one day told me that, Reshma, I have submitted my application. I've started it. And I said, ab to mujhe karna hi chahiye, ki I have to do it. And then within 2 weeks, though we had done all the sessions and we had the data, so just compiling was easier. So that is how we started slowly.
Yeah. So I think September is the month we started. 5th September we started with GEG Pune. September, October we continued with GEG Pune, and I think October end we submitted our trainer application.
Yes.
We just came to know the good news of being a GCT in November.
Right, right.
So from November onwards, there was a little shift here that every Saturday it was there, and then we started with every Saturday, and then after GEG Ahmedabad, Friday and Saturday, 2 days a week simultaneously were started.
Yeah.
So,
and slowly we'll go through all these things in a little while.
Yes, we'll be a little nostalgic today. Please
Yeah.
bear with us.
So it is exciting, and especially for all new GEGs, those who have started, we wanted to talk today about all about GEGs. Now I know this is a completely new concept to most of us, and it was new to us also. We are still learning from all the process that is going on. But the idea behind it was completely to support educators just like us, those who are around us, those who are struggling, not even just struggling, but those who want to upgrade, those who want to understand new things are happening around the world. And this was the only forum that could connect us in that specific year where I've heard, I read a sentence somewhere, I think that was Stephanie's sentence, where she said, the year of yes to me. So whatever came by, I said yes, and I continued. So I would say that is how it just happened.
Great.
Okay, so it is time. Should we start? Okay, so again, welcome to our first anniversary of GEG Pune and Maharashtra as well as now. So now we have both the GEGs that we will be taking further.
So we do still have one more chance to celebrate GEG Maharashtra.
Yeah, probably in few months.
Mayday.
Yeah. Okay. Now, thank you for those who have joined and have been joining for us for a long time. You must have heard a lot about us, but still a quick introduction to those who have joined for the first time. I am Reshma Honap. I am a Google certified trainer, and I'm a leader of GEG Pune and Maharashtra. And yes, Dr. Varia.
Myself, Dr. Vishal Varia, leader of GEG Ahmedabad and Gujarat. And first, a member of GEG Pune.
Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes, Sharika ma'am, you have to say something? Oh, must be by mistake.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Let's move ahead. So now, as we just announced that we are growing, it is a lot of work. It is a lot of responsibility that comes with a lot of work that comes with the responsibility that we have taken. So this time our team is increasing. We have decided to bring in a couple of more dedicated educators to our team. So I welcome Ritika ma'am and Mukul ma'am.
Welcome,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much.
Ritika
Thank you
ma'am
so
Yes,
and
much.
Mukul
so
ma'am with new
Thank you. Thank you
responsibilities.
so much.
Congratulations, both of you.
so
Yeah.
I have nominated Ritika ma'am for co-leadership for GEG Pune and Maharashtra, looking at all the dedication she has been putting up for last few months. She has been sharing a lot. She is herself a great educator who is technologically very strong, ready to learn, as well as ready to share. And we
Right.
felt that she will be a great addition to the team to be able to share and learn with other educators. So, Ritika
Very
ma'am, please tell us something about yourself.
First of all, I would like to say that Reshma ma'am has been a great motivation and inspiration for all the things. I still remember that she just approached me for this global GG application, and then I connected with her. I got to know more about her, but it felt like that I have known her for ages. She was so good to talk to. She was so helpful that I could text her at even at 3 a.m. and she would be worried about me. Please, you should sleep now. It's too late. Don't work at night. So I used to get that family kind of a feeling from her. Though I have never met her, we know each other since like few months only. And GG Pune has been my first group that I had joined as a Google educator. I used to enjoy the sessions from right from the beginning. And Reshma ma'am and Vishal, so they were always there for any help. And I'm so happy that I got this opportunity to work now for GG Pune and give my best and connect with all the educators who are there in our group and learn from them as well.
Thank you, Ritika ma'am. And Ritika ma'am is already GCE level 1 and 2. And soon she'll be GCT because I've been pushing her for last couple of months that Ritika, you should submit your application. And I'm sure she'll do it in a couple of months
Yeah.
for sure.
And she has a lot to share with the community. And
Mhm,
she is really, as you said, she is technically sound. I mean, we need to learn a lot of things from her as well.
mhm.
So glad that now we are a part of it, the leading team.
Yes,
Best
thank
wishes.
you. And then we have Mukul Bapat ma'am. So some of you, those who attended the sessions very early with GEG Pune as well as GEG APAC session, she did really great sessions in Marathi language also. So Mukul Bapat is going to be our learn captain. So welcome Mukul ma'am. Please tell something about yourself.
I'm so glad to be part of GEG Pune. And when Reshma ma'am started this event, she messaged on group, and that time I was a little bit confused whether to join or not, whether it will help or not. So, but I asked Reshma that whether should I join or not, or how to go about it. So she just motivate me, and now I'm level one trainer. Level one, I have done certificate level one, and I'm trying to for level two. So thank you so much, Reshma ma'am, for giving me this chance, and
Thank
definitely I
you.
will try my best.
Yeah, thank you, Mukul. Mukul is my childhood friend. She's much younger than me, but we grew up in the same community back in Kanpur. And so when I posted in my Kanpur group, Mukul has been a dedicated educator. We always used to talk, and she said, "Should I join? Will it help? Because there are so many groups." So I said, "Just because it is voluntary, it is up to you." But she learned really fast. She was ready to share with others, and that is why I decided that it's a great opportunity for Mukul as well to be a learn captain and then grow with us. Thank you, Mukul,
Thank
and we look forward. Okay, and moving further, a little bit about our GG Pune journey. So please bear with me. I'll be talking a lot because it's quite exciting. So 5th September, we launched our event with the help of Global GEG. That time, that was the first time I did StreamYard. I was the guest presenter. I had no idea what is going on in the background. And Global GEG supported me. They said, you just do the presentation. We will do rest of the things. So thanks to Stacy, Becky, and Karen who helped me. So Stacy is a GEG SoCal leader, all three of them. And I joined the first Southern California GEG, who helped me learn a lot of things, and they supported me to launch my GEG back in India. November, we did our level 1 boot camp, Dr. Varia and myself, just two of us for 2 days, rigorous 2.5 hours. We just kept giving what we knew. December, we had GEG APAC event. Now, that was the first time we did it in regional language. It was new. We only had 5 to 6 presenters that time. Then we did our second boot camp, looking at how the community is growing, how educators really want to get certified. And then we had our second APAC in July, which was very exciting. We had 14 presenters in Marathi, which was quite good. It was a very hectic schedule for everybody because morning and evening we were doing sessions. But it was very rewarding. We got a lot of people whose first language is not English to get connected, to understand what all this Google technology is, different apps that can be used to enhance their classrooms. And then recently we had our GCE level 2 bootcamp with the help of all the other wonderful mentors from different GEGs. So thank you all of you for staying through all these big events. Dr. Varia, you have to, you want to add with a little bit of what?
Definitely. See, this particular journey is not only a journey for GEG Pune, it's a journey for all of us, all the members of GEG Pune. This journey would not have been so exciting and so memorable without the contribution of all the members in GEG Pune. So whatever boot camps we kept, okay, maybe we just ignited the idea of keeping a boot camp, but we had good mentors joining us for the first boot camp, the second, and so on. So without these efforts, many efforts being poured in by different mentors from around the country, okay, this journey would not have been so wonderful. And starting the journey with GEG Pune, you can just name it as that we are just together because of GEG Pune. We just title it as GEG Pune, but being together in such an educator community, an enriched educator community, it's always a credit. It's always a matter of pride that we are all connected with the teacher leaders of the country. So this is where being a member with GEG Pune is always a matter of pride. It's a matter of that thing that yes, I'm a member with a very good community where I can learn something. And the pandemic has actually supported this journey. The pandemic has helped us learn from each other. So we always have a query that a teacher is a person who teaches the students, who teaches the community, but where would a teacher learn from? So this is a community where we thought of that this is going to be a feed bank for the teachers, where teachers will be able to learn and then support the community, support their schools, support their children, support their parents, and so on. And this has been really a boon to all of the teachers, all the members of this community, where during this pandemic we learned the art of remote teaching and learning. Without these professional development sessions that had been kept by GEG Pune and every week or on weekly basis, these upgradations would not have been possible. So I would just say that GEG Pune has enriched us, all of us, whether it is Reshma, whether it is me, myself, or whether it is all the members of the community. GEG Pune has been phenomenal in enriching the teacher within oneself. So it's really
so it is. I would just say, yeah, you're absolutely correct, Dr. Varia. So GEG Pune is just a name, I would say. It comprises of all the educators from anywhere around the world. There is nothing that only educators from Pune has to join. But Google usually approves it for a city-based. So though I grew up in a different city, but Pune is called as the, I would have said, Mukul Marathi Madhe, how do you say that?
Pune.
Vidyeचं माहेरघर, it is said. So Vidyeचं माहेरघर. So Maher is in Marathi is called your mom's place. So we get married and we go to in-laws, but the place where we actually belong is our parents, right? So Pune is called as our motherland of education. And so I did my rest of the education in Pune, but That is why I selected Pune as the city, because that was the place. So any educators from any around the world can join to learn, help, and contribute for other members. So I'll not take a lot of time, but just to show the timeline, like we started with 5 or 10 people joining Google Meet, and eventually we could not accommodate people, so we learned how to use StreamYard, and we started using StreamYard. So in this process now we have 1,200 members in educator group. We have 600 members in WhatsApp group, because we are not able to accommodate all of them. So Dr. Varia has a great idea of having a Telegram group soon, so we all can be together. With the help of GEG Ahmedabad, we conducted 110 sessions for educators, and we trained more than 200 educators to achieve level 1, level 2, and some of them are going towards the GCT, which is a great achievement for me, I believe, because we are able to transfer the knowledge that we have, all of us have, to more educators so that they can take it further. So that's the main idea. Otherwise, we would have just been 2 or 3 trainers, right? And we would have said, okay, we are the only trainers here, but that is not the agenda. The agenda is to spread the knowledge more. With that, we also have created and helped a PLN. Now, those are already level 1, level 2. They know what the PLN is, because we receive so many messages from teachers saying that, ma'am, I connected with this teacher through the groups, and now we are working together. We are sharing our learnings from different cities, different schools. Then after we started, we have helped and mentored 8 or more GEGs in India, new GEGs. So if you check the GEG...
Yeah, sorry, Reshma, but in short, GEG Pune gave us an opportunity to connect with the fine mentors of the country, where they also replicated some of these. So all the mentors that connected with GEG Pune are again a benchmark in themselves. They have something to be shared and to upgrade the community. So this is, we just got an opportunity with GEG Pune to be phenomenal in that PLN growth.
Right. So I had no idea how to create a YouTube channel also, but we worked it out eventually. So now we have almost 91 YouTube videos. We have 480 YouTube subscribers, and we have 695 Twitter. I joined Twitter when I got my GC level 1, and it just said, follow us on Twitter, Google for Education, follow us on Twitter. And I thought, okay, that is one of the process, and I signed up Twitter. But I never knew that Twitter has amazing educators who you can learn from. They share a lot. Resources are free. Yeah, so over to you, Ritika ma'am. So Ritika ma'am really did a great job. She created, now you might see my sleepy face because I get up early morning for the sessions here. But Ritika ma'am did a great job.
Okay, so as ma'am said that it has been a long journey and a beautiful one. GG Pune was the first, or I said the mother, as Tariq sir has also said, that mother figure for educating community, and I totally agree with that. So when I was compiling the pictures and video clips together, I just thought one thing, that it has been so beautiful, and I am sure that there must be challenges that Reshma ma'am or Vishal sir must have faced, but never showed it on the video, or they never let it go in front of the educators. They helped everyone, so they inspired all the teachers, and I could see that the group kept on growing, and it is still growing. So ma'am, if you can just show the video now.
Okay. so much. It was wonderful. Okay,
Yes.
moving further. Okay,
Yeah.
wants to go. Okay, so now there is no need to explain the figure that is here, the picture that is here. So uh, there is something exciting that I just learned a couple of or 3 days back, especially from Twitter posts from a few educators who showed what Google Arts and Culture puzzle party looks like. So let us play together. So it's a collaborative session. I'm going to paste this link in the chat and we all join. There is a puzzle and we'll talk about the picture in some time, or anybody else who would like to uh, talk about the picture. That is goddess Saraswati, and we know in our culture, in our religion, in everywhere what goddess Saraswati means to us, and that is exactly why we are here for. So
Blessed.
yes, and it is a symbol of knowledge. It is the
Yes.
symbol of wisdom and sharing with pure heart. And so I've just pasted a link. I would request all of you in the meet to click that link. You will be taken to a puzzle party. That means we all join and connect to one puzzle. And we are going to complete this puzzle. We are going to do it together.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
So it's a
great.
it's a collaborative activity. We all can use our own computers and mouse to put the pieces together. I'm starting it from my side as well. Fit in and it goes away.
No, because a lot of
It
people are
is not
working on
the
the same thing.
It
No,
will
that
not
is
fit
there.
in the wrong box. It will fit
Yes.
into
Awesome.
the right box.
Yes. The
Okay, we
moment
got
it
it.
fits in, it is not going to go away again.
It will always get fit into the right box.
Mm-hmm. So
And
feel
if it
free,
doesn't,
drag
it's
the
going to,
puzzles.
yeah.
Okay, got it.
Children would love this activity. Actually, it is amazing.
I tried it as a brain break for a couple of my math classes because they just get so tired. And puzzle is a kind of activity which math classes we really encourage because that builds in their logical thinking. So
we learned a new engagement activity with the help of arts and culture.
mhm.
So again, thanks to Reshma and GEG Pune for making us learn this thing.
So it
This
is
is really
great.
fun.
Any number of students can join this activity. If you want to, once we finish this, we'll talk about it. But if you want to still go further, there are amazing pictures and arts from different artists that are
We can
already available.
rotate this.
We cannot rotate the puzzle piece.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can make groups between your students and give them a challenge that, okay, it's a 3-minute break. Whoever finishes the first.
Yeah, we got it.
Got it. Done.
Yeah. I only got one puzzle piece right, but final one when everybody else was done.
Brilliant,
Yeah.
brilliant.
Excellent. Thank you
I
so
got
much.
two.
Mhm. Thank you so much. So
That
this
was
is,
amazing, Reshma ma'am.
Yeah. It was
I'm
really
going to
amazing.
try it on Monday.
yeah, absolutely. And we tried, there are a lot of different pictures there that are present. Pick any of them, just give them as a challenge or of just for a little break. See, it just took us 2 to 3 minutes when we worked together. So the idea behind it is I picked Saraswati because she's the goddess of wisdom, learning, arts, career. And that is what we are doing here as a group. We are coming together, we are collaborating, we are bringing all the confusing puzzle pieces together and finding a great source of knowledge, right?
It reminded me of my school days, whenever we used to play a same puzzle and the fighting goes on. No, I'll fix it. No, I'll fix it. My piece will go right. So amazing, amazing.
Absolutely. So check out Google Arts and Culture. Just search puzzle party and you will find amazing things there. Under every puzzle that you create, there is a more info option. So you can even talk to students about who made it, who created it, what is it about the picture, because they're all art galleries. So there will be different images and pictures from different people. So thank you so much, all of you, for joining and contributing and collaborating. And now the idea behind GEG. We would love you all to consider uh, thinking to start your own GEGs if you're a really passionate educator. So we will just talk about, we got a lot of requests from teachers asking that I really want to start my own GEG. What is the process? What should I do? Am I eligible? So we decided that on this occasion, we'll just give a little bit of overview of what it is and what it takes to start your own GEG. So Dr. Waria?
Yes, Reshma. So starting a GEG is really a great task, but there are little things to be considered when you start your own GEG. And being the first university of GEG Pune, we just thought to share with you all, because there are a lot many new GEGs getting launched. Tomorrow there are 3 GEGs launched, and we just had another three to four GEGs getting launched on 15th of August. So new GEGs are coming up on a very fast basis. People are getting aware regarding Google products or G Suite for Education, or say GC Level 1, Level 2 certifications. And glad to learn that GEGs are becoming a regular thing for professional development of the teachers. So we and Reshma were always, having some kind of discussions. We always exchange ideas over WhatsApp that, either Reshma would be individually contacted or whether I would be contacted individually. So we just made it a point that to share something that will be helpful for all the new GEG formations. And how would you form your GEG? How would you take your GEG to a next step? What kind of medias you should be doing it? How you should go ahead. How should plan the sessions? How would you enrich your GEG with more educators from your own area? Something like that. So this is. Let us go ahead with this, Reshma, so that we can just.
So we are talking about GEG. What is GEG? The 4 pillars that the GEG stands on. That means we all come together here to learn, share, inspire, and empower. That is the thing that we always encourage. This is not a platform for any kind of promotions. This is not a platform for selling your business and other things. You're always welcome to share your achievements. We love to hear from you, your problems that you're facing in school or your own educational forum, and discuss about it. And so that is basically the criteria about this is, even if you have been creating a lot of different resources, you can share it once in our group, and then somebody who wants to contact you can contact you separately. So that is the idea. Now, what is the structure of GEG? So the GEG consists of a leader. That means the person who is deciding to start a GEG, taking the responsibility. Along with that, Google Educator Group or GEG program also requests you to have co-leader and captains. So we started with just individual. Dr. Varia still by himself. I realized that I really would be more well equipped to support everybody with a co-leader now. So Ritika is joining me. So decide when you decide to make your own GEG, that appoint a co-leader, because it is difficult to handle everything by yourself sometimes. And then you have captains. So co-leader has to be approved by Google, leader and co-leader. Captains need not be approved officially by Google, but you can appoint your own captains based on what you see in them, can you work together, what is that they want to learn, share. So each captain has its own role. So it can be in rotation. There can be multiple captains for each kind of name. So the next one, Dr. Waria, you want to take it? I will just click the link, like where to go. And
yeah, so basically it's always advisable to have more members in your team to work with a GEG. As Reshma would have rightly quoted that, it becomes difficult when more members are joining, to keep up the sessions, to keep up with the timings, different timings. So that if suppose more members are there, more mentors are there, then it would be easy for us to manage the GEG. So as a leader of GEG, you are already having the authority to select the different categories of captains within your group, whether it is a learn captain, whether it's an inspire captain, whether it's a share captain. So you can officially assign a badge to that particular member. And obviously there are responsibilities to that particular member, whether it's say, for example, it's a learn captain has to, plan for the sessions of next topics, what topics to be, shared for professional development, or what is important for the group to learn, how to set up a session for those topics, where to arrange for the mentor, how to plan up a session or keep a session for that. That's what a learn captain is. Similarly, there's a share captain as well. So if these captains are there with you, if you can allot some workload, then it will be very easy for you to manage your GEG and to grow the GEG. So naturally, when the members join a GEG, they also have some more their own interests for joining. They also would be happy if they are being motivated or promoted to be a captain in the GEG, and it will always add to the value of the GEG overall. So rather than the stage in India is coming to that particular stage right now, that since now we are having more GGs being launched in so very quick manner, so in a faster pace the GGs are growing right now. Soon there will be a time that we would be having an optimum number of GGs in India. Then the leaders are there. Then what will happen is you may co-lead a GG group. So, but there is no hierarchy. Suppose, say, if you're a leader or a co-leader, there is no hierarchy. It doesn't mean that, say, someone is at the top or you are beneath someone. It's not like that. A co-leader has got equal responsibility, just as a leader has got the responsibility. So it's about, it's not like a president or a vice president, but it's on the same hierarchical level. So it's always advisable to have members with you so that you can complement the work of each other. I would just share that where we and Reshma got together. So Reshma, 12 and a half hours, whether call it behind or
Behind, yeah.
So right. So, but what happened was the beauty of this was that when it is non-working hours in India, she would contribute her work part, and when it is non-working hours in her part and her country, I would be doing the working part in India. So we complemented the work with each other. So this is exactly what the leader and the co-leader needs to do. You have to keep in mind the objective, that what is the purpose of your GEG. Naturally, for all the GEGs, there's one particular purpose, is to empower the educators. So learn, inspire, share, and collaborate. The four things that we have just seen is basically the objective of GEG. And you have to just work on it.
Dr. Varia, I just remembered one sentence the other day. Dr. Varia mentioned that day to me that, Reshma, the educators are so good. They're presenting such nice tools. Even we don't know how to use all this. And
exactly.
So, yes. And I said, okay, that means we are being good teachers, right? How our students grow up and become such great people. Sometimes we just stay there being teachers. So I said, Dr. Varia, that means we are doing a great job. So our teachers are, so there is always a great skill between each one of us. So again, the idea behind it, like Dr. Varia said, is growing your community of educators. So the first idea that we would like to give is, first, you should always find a Google Educator group near you. So finding a Google Educator group, if you just go to Teacher Center, where we have been doing all our work, you go to the educator group, you find your country. So in India right now, it lists 16 GEGs right now. So that is amazing. We just had a couple of new launches. They will be listed soon.
Reshma, I was sorry. I would like to interrupt and add this to this. Okay. There was not a single GEG active in India unless this Pune concept launched. And this is the spark of it. You see. So I mean, there were GEGs. When I was searching for a GEG, when we and Reshma got together, when we did not form a GEG yet. Okay, there was this concept of GEG. Hyderabad was there, but it was never it was on the map, or nobody was there in charge. I just saw somewhere that this particular group is there, but it was not existing at all. And there was no clue that who approves this GEG, who allows this GEG's formations. There was no clue at all. It's just Reshma took all this information from her GEG, that's GEG SoCal, from there, and she learned, and we started with this GEG Pune concept. And really happy that this is growing.
Yeah, absolutely.
GEG is a very good community. It
must grow. Yeah, and if you see around,
initiative, ma'am. Really, it's a great
initiative. So if you see around the world, like a place like a small island here has 59 GEGs. So imagine how much empowerment the educators are getting from all these small groups that have been created. And as the people from our country, I would say, That is how we grow. We have so much talent in our country. The only thing that we might be lacking is coming together, learning and sharing new things with each other. Everybody's focused on our own things. So probably it is a time that we grow out of our shell and enhance. So the first thing that is suggested by Google Educator program is find a GEG around your community. So the first step, anyone can join. You engage with educators, and there are free and offline and online events. So going further, there are a few steps that needs to be taken. So first thing is find a GEG around you. If you do not find a GEG and you're passionate to start your own, a GEG leader should be nominating you. So when you're ready to set up, the first idea is work with a GEG around you, like the closest GEG. Work with them for some time. Understand how the things go, what needs to be done, how much is the time commitment. Everybody asks us that, what is the benefit of GEG, ma'am? Mujhe kya milega isme se? So the first thing is, more than satisfaction, nothing. So
Lot of work.
a
That
lot
is
of work.
Wonderful.
So those who are new to GEG leaders here, they might know we are not promoting any Google products. We are not being paid by Google to promote anything like this. We are not employees of Google. It is a completely voluntary groups. And just in the Jeet ma'am or myself, we text sometimes each other. Probably someday our brains will burst. So
I
but we love doing it. Like
Yeah.
when I receive a text or a question, I just cannot go to sleep without answering it, because I feel that that person is waiting for my answer, and abhi time nahi hai, to let me just at least, and it just takes a 20 seconds to text. So
Yeah, and you know what happens is when I see the timings, I said Reshma must be asleep now. So I said, Dr. Warrior, we should be taking this query. And now it is like everybody is answering,
yeah,
everybody is taking it.
Yeah.
So they're
right,
so interested and say, and it's such a lovely feeling to see that also. It's such a lovely feeling. Everybody's contributing. So that
yeah,
contribution which has
So that is
begun.
the enrichment that happens. Yes.
right,
Yes,
right.
yes.
So first find a GEG near you. See that you can work with them, contribute. Would you be able to dedicate so much of time, energy, and everything in there? And then you get in touch of your contact person. So Dr. Varia, you want to go over this part? The
Yeah.
process.
The process. So basically, if you would like to start a GG, then you need to be in connection with any GG leader. The GG leader has or can recommend you, or you can be in connection with any trainer. A certified trainer can also nominate you for a new GG. And so you must first of all decide that what city would you be interested in. So you should keep in mind. So here one thing is sure that possibly. So from where you are, if you can recommend that particular area, that is the best one. So if you belong to say particular region, you must represent that region. But however, since the GG concept has been just starting, so many GGs titles are still available. So many times it happens that you may be in Mumbai, but your hometown is in Vadodara, as Reshma is in California, but hometown again is in Pune. So where your liking is somewhere in other part of the area of the country, and you can still start a GG there or lead a GG there. But the concept of GG is that it's not only online; it's basically physical. You have to just there are live sessions going on or practical sessions going on. जिसको हम प्रत्यक्ष शिक्षण जिसको बोलते हैं, means you have to just be with the teaching community there, live with them, set up the labs, teach them the tools physically, practically. So this is how the GEGs will work actually. So getting in touch, so they will recommend. Once you are being recommended by the GEG leader, then you will receive a mail from Google that you have been recommended by a leader or a trainer, and please fill up this particular form so that you can give an idea to it. So that process continues, and once that process gets over, you are onboarded to a GG leader community, and rest the community, that process will teach you how to go carry forward from their point of time. And I'm sure the new leaders must have gone through the same set of processes, and they are now ready to roll out their own GGs. Yeah. So once you're done, with your GG. Once you're already mentioned as a GG leader, you're already leading a GG. The next thing is just to build your community. So to build a community, you must be present in the social media. You must have a Twitter handle. Your GG must have a Twitter handle. You must have a Facebook page. You must also have a Facebook group. WhatsApp being popular, if you can start a WhatsApp group, is fine. Telegram, whatever media suits you, Instagram, whatever media suits you, you must be present there. It depends upon the popularity of the particular media in your region, right? So if WhatsApp is popular over here, we could be using more of WhatsApp than less of Telegram. So this is how we should be starting. Then you should have a something, a shared sheet or a plan that yes, on a weekly basis or on a fortnightly basis or on a monthly basis, we would be having one session. So as a matter of fact, you must log in at least one activity once in 3 months. The Google in the edu directory, edu activity app, what is required is that you need to log in one event, at least one event in 3 months. So probably you could be just planning one event in a month. You could be just planning one event in a fortnight, or if your region requires multiple trainings, then you could be having a weekly session plan as well. And slowly, gradually, your community will grow. So as a matter of
so
fact,
same
this
like
discussion was. Yeah, so
Please
just last point. Yeah,
Sure.
so this discussion was going on in our mentors group where you all are there. So what we have done is that we have just thought of having one Telegram group for all GGs in India. So we are yet to reach the limit of Telegram, but having multiple medias, having multiple channels for all the GGs, we should also have one common channel as well. We should also have one common group as well, where all the GG leaders are there, where all the members of the GGs are there. So Telegram, since it supports around 2 lakh users in one particular group, so we just thought of creating GG India group on Telegram. And I would just wish all the new GG leaders to please join this group as a leader. And once you are, suppose all the leaders that we know, we have already made them admin into that group. So you can always share a link to your community so that they can join in that particular group. But if someone else also in your knowledge, if they become the leader, and if they are there and they are not aware of this particular group, make them and involve them into this particular group. And also you can also help, or you can also nominate that person to be a admin in the group, so that that person can also invite the particular community members from the region.
Right.
So the greater picture is to have something called Google India or GG India. So let us see how it goes.
Right.
Right now we have
So
got
once the
region-wise
process,
GG.
just like Dr. Varia said, that it has to be based on how your community of educators need is. So there is no competition between how many sessions a different GEG is doing, what we can do. Every community or a group of people teaching and working has a different need. So talk to your own group of leaders. It can be 5 or 10 people also attending your meeting. That doesn't affect your GEG status. So also remember, GEGs can only be approved by Google. So if somebody says, let's start a GEG group, and you start, it is not true. It has to be through an application process. You receive your reply from Google GEG program that if it has been approved or not. There are a lot of brand guidelines that you have to follow. That branding, because Google is a big company and it can just take off your rights. It has a lot of legal terms to it, as well as connecting with educators via whichever mode that you want is feasible. So we also started with Google Groups as suggested by GEG, and we still want to go with Google Groups, but we realized that our community connects more on WhatsApp or Facebook. So we started creating WhatsApp groups. Everybody doesn't have WhatsApp groups in other countries or GEGs. So check out the GEG. So you can always come together, 2 or 3 people, and say that. So we just submitted an application for GEG West Bengal, where we have 4 amazing level 2 educators who said that 3 or 4 of them contacted me separately saying that we want to start GEG West Bengal. Again, it is not state-wise, so they had to pick a city, Darjeeling. So we are seeing that it is in the process of approval. So application has gone through and we are just waiting for the response. So come together as a group, and then we can help you nominate.
I would just like to add add to this, Rishma, is that see, once you are already having approval of a GG, you will always receive some communications from Google
Mhm.
to just join in, and they will also give you multiple links. One of
Yeah.
such link I've already shared into the chat, which is called a leader portal. So
Uh-huh.
a leader portal is something that when you just log into that, or when you just view that leader portal, everything you will get in one particular place. All the branding guidelines, the different kind of logos,
Mhm.
those logos that you can edit and you can make according to your requirement for your GG. But please be very, very sure that you need to be following the brand guidelines. Otherwise, you may be sometimes being poked by Google themselves by this is not the right way. However, there is no incidences so far with the GGs in India, but
Yeah.
I've been also been warned that yes, you have to just be very sure regarding the branding guidelines of Google. That the way the Google fonts are being reflected, or the logo that you are using, or the color of the logo, they are very, very important. So you have to follow the branding guidelines.
Yeah.
Please
Once
be
you are
sure.
a leader and let's say you start a GEG, you later realize like me that, okay, now it is 1 year, I really should have more educators joining as a team. So there is a application form within your leader portal where it will say that you can nominate your co-leader. So you can just go yourself and nominate a co-leader by yourself. Again, the process is same. Plus, once your GEG is approved by Google, you get access to educational portal from Google, so EDU portal. Whatever events that you do, you need to log in just to let Google know that what kind of events, how many educators joined, what was the theme that was discussed. So it just comes by flow, but starting a GEG, I would recommend start working with the closest GEG first step. Then can then decide, will you be able to give that much time, energy? Will you be able to conduct sessions for it? Because just being a GEG leader and then doing nothing is not the purpose. So think about all these steps. Okay, going further. So anytime you have a question, feel free to text me or Dr. Varia, or we have a lot of GEG leaders joining us. Anybody of us, you can text and request. So over to you, Mukul.
The best part now.
Okay, yes. Mukul, you can talk about it. I've just pasted the link.
So many wishes.
Yes, so many wishes are there, and it is very nice to read all the wishes. And it was great. Means on Wednesday, I think I made that, and just so many wishes came at that night only, and it was
It is
very nice
exciting,
to
yeah.
read. Yes, yes, it was very exciting. And actually, from means we are learning through each other, and it is very great experience that all teachers are contributing and all teachers are means guiding each other. So it is very nice to be part of this group.
Yeah. So Mukul made an excellent Padlet, and thank you all for contributing and writing down your thoughts about GEG Pune. We are seriously overwhelmed to hear all this. And from my side, I will be writing it at the end. But my contribution is that this can only happen because of all of you people. It is not a single person or it is nothing. But thank you all so much for staying with us. And then a couple of announcements. I've posted the Padlet link already. If you feel still, if you would like to put in anytime, we are welcome to take nice words from you. So
This is
going
really
further.
inspiring. This is really inspiring. I've gone through a couple of many of the words there, many of the sentences or the post over there,
Mhm.
and it's really inspiring that that how we are being together. So thank you one and all for putting up your messages there and wishes over there.
Right. And just a little bit of one more thing that I just wanted to share is I thought I had that, I added it to the site, but probably it was a copy of it or something. So one last thing that I wanted to share with all of us today is with the growth that we have and with looking at the need of the community, we have decided to have one monthly session in Marathi language. So because being GEG Pune and the core language is Marathi, we had a lot of educators who came up and requesting that Ma'am, English sessions are a little overwhelming to us. English sessions are sometimes very difficult to understand. So can we have sessions in Marathi, just like we used to have for APAC? So once a month, we will have a session in Marathi. I will paste the details again. For presenters, we have amazing Marathi presenters also. We will be starting with basic Google tools, similar thing. And another thing, we will be supporting teachers using mobile phones. So a lot of teachers in India use mobile phones. So the idea is that we will create short PDs or 15 minutes or 10 minutes short videos on how to use the Google app on mobile phones. So I just got an opportunity to do this in Marathi, in Hindi for Google for Education. So once you become trainer, sometimes you're approached by Google for Education that they want specific videos in regional language. And they wanted to focus more on India groups and people using mobile apps. So I did a Google Classroom video for it. It was very difficult for me because speaking everything in pure Hindi was a challenge. And again, when you are submitting your video, it is approved by Google. They send you back for remodification, and then they want the photo exactly here, they want the logo here, but it will release soon. So it has been approved, and whenever they have their video. So that just brought me an idea that yes, a lot of our educators use mobile phones in India. So showing them where to click on mobile phones using these videos. So this is exactly how I learned how to make that video. And I will like everybody's help on that. And we'll be trying to create short videos. We'll try to put them together, and probably Dr. Varia, we can ask Sonia ma'am to help us with that.
Yes, definitely.
So
the one important more thing that I would like to share here is that schools are getting open, and I think the shift would be there that the teachers would remain more engaged, more busy with physical education as well as online education. So all the new GG leaders and all the members of the GG community, I would just have a small request is that keep this curiosity live and intact. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि स्कूल शुरू हो गया तो ये खत्म हो गया. So because the new concept is on using the technology. Up tak, no, the thing is that till now we were empowering each other, we were enriching each other. Now it's our turn to enrich our students as well, so that these things continue. Otherwise, what will happen is physical practical education will start, and we'll again forget all these use of these tools or like this. So please continue this utilization of these tools. This will bring more creativity, this will bring more engagement, and this will increase your outreach to the students community as well as to the other teachers community.
So feel free to ask any questions. We are done with our excitement, talking, sharing. So please turn on your mics. Any question you have regarding how to start a GEG, or you want to form a group, or anything regarding what we just discussed. We still have 2-3 minutes, so we can take it. Awesome. So there is someone who is interested in Malayalam. So feel free, connect with our new GEG that was launched just 2 days back.
Kerala.
Yeah, GEG Tiruvananthapuram. So I think Afzal sir is doing the sessions in Malayalam also. Yeah. So feel free to connect with the GEG, come up with this idea that let's make videos in Malayalam. And so great idea, actually. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody would like to say anything, or we're almost
I would
done?
just personally, Reshma, I would just personally acknowledge a few members here. Not that all the members have been playing a good role with us, but those who started early with us, Narjit ma'am, then Sangeeta ma'am, so not present here right now, and the few mentors like Murtaza from Dubai, Devraj from Maldives, Mauritius. Yeah, Devraj from there. Many members, initially, especially the first crew of the first boot camp that we organized.
Daksha ma'am, I see Daksha ma'am, Dipali ma'am. I think everybody, almost everyone, we had great contribution from all of them.
So this is really great, and we must contribute, and this is an really as a part of an educator, as a personality of an educator, we must contribute wherever we can. जैसे ना बोलते हैं दिस ये चलता फिरता एक इंस्टीट्यूट है अपने आप में. So just like you have to just keep on continuing inspiring people to continue empowering each other.
Absolutely. Ashish sir is saying he's interested in Hindi and Bengali. Absolutely. So connect with it. Like I said, GEG West Bengal is in the process, but still you can come together with already educators who can speak that language. Try planning something. So again, the idea is that contributing to what your community needs. So I realize that a lot of educators in Maharashtra are from very small cities and towns where English is very difficult to grasp. Like we can see what is happening, but it is difficult to learn from it. So I was approached by a few of them that we are trying to teach our teachers, but it is very difficult. So we decided that we should have at least one session dedicated in that language to help our community. So feel free. Okay, anybody else?
I'd like to,
sure.
Just share a few words. I don't know what to say, but then this pandemic actually, like for everyone, it was a big issue. But when I joined GEG, like I was so fortunate that I learned a lot from Dr. Varia sir and you as well, which inspired me to become to achieve all these goals of GCT level 1 and 2, and now continuing with the training trainers sessions and all. And also like happened that I was chosen for this GEG Surat and became the leader of that. So I really would like to thank both of you for this great inspiration, because your work, that the way you deliver your things and are so active in the group, which inspires me as well to be so active, which was not that much before, on especially on social media, because I use social media, but I was not that much active. But then looking at you, I am becoming that active as well nowadays. So thanks for all that. And I would also like to say to Dr. Wari that if it is something in Gujarati, we can work with that language
Yes,
as well. And,
it is there, and we are supposed to do that. So
yeah,
we
we
prepared
can
for
go
it. Be
ahead with
prepared
it.
for it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, Panda ma'am, just like you said, social media. Now you know the reason why I have Ritika ma'am with me. So because I realized that I'm really bad with Instagram, but I see Ritika's post so well. I said, okay, I want Ritika. I have to learn.
This is always going to be complementary. That's just like as the concept goes that if Muhammad doesn't go to the mountain must go to Muhammad. So it's if the student doesn't come to the teacher must go to the student. Something. This is what the philosophy is.
Yes, Suchi ma'am.
Sir, ma'am, I want to mention one thing, that I want there should be a different certification for MS Excel and PowerPoint, and there should be more learning tutorials for these two, because these two are the basic we used to need in teaching to the students and handling the teaching activities. MS Excel and PowerPoint. How to add
You
more
are
dimensions
absolutely
to
correct. Yeah. So there is a complementary tool that we use for Google, so which is Google, Sheets as well as Google Slides. So you can try doing that. And again, GG Forum is not promoting Google, so we can have other sessions also. And we already had a couple of Excel sessions from our mentor Rohit sir, and he is like amazing with Excel. So just go back and check out on those sessions.
Okay.
But we'll
Thank you,
surely.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So Reshma, yes.
Yeah, I
one
think
year, yeah, 1 year of GEG Pune,
and then as a tradition, we need a picture of 1 year. It's time. Yeah.
Come on live, please. Come on live on the video. Come on. Yes. अपने चश्मे ठीक कर लो, अपने हेयर स्टाइल ठीक कर लो, सब ठीक कर लो, आ जाओ सामने आ जाओ. That's it. Great.
Okay.
Yeah, Reshma, you have to click.
Yeah, sure. I'm just waiting for some of them, like Daksha ma'am and Deepthi ma'am. Deepti ma'am has always been there. Like she's been super
Yeah.
enthusiastic. Daksha ma'am
She's
is
a
somebody,
wonderful learner. Yes.
yeah. Daksha ma'am is somebody who will never give up. So I know so many.
Right.
Shibangi ma'am, she's such a sweet person. She learned everything by herself, but always she will say it is because of you. I don't do anything. You do your studies, right? So.
Yeah.
So everybody
Always,
is
ma'am,
their
you're
own
always there,
owner.
and
Yeah.
you are
Outs-
at the root of everything. So nobody will
Thank you.
tell
I
you
love
it's
to
fine.
hear. I really like to hear all this, but I am not so great. It just happened, I would say. And like I said, if somebody texts me, Tariq sir texts me that, ma'am, can you help me on this? If I don't answer him, my brain tells me that I haven't helped somebody who is asking me that help me. And I have to answer it. So sometimes while I'm working, I quickly text. So online
We'll
here.
take it.
Hello, Dipali.
Yeah.
Early morning for Dipali as well.
As well, yes. Deepali,
Yeah,
again, one
Dipali
of
ma'am
the
joins.
core members of GEG Pune.
Yeah, she joins from Canada. So, okay, let's take a quick picture.
Yeah,
Have a
let's
nice day.
we can pause. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you all for joining, and we look forward to connecting with all of you more often, and we'll bring out our projects. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Once again,
Thank you, ma'am.
congratulations, Rishma and GG Pune and all the members.
Congratulations,
See you
ma'am, once
soon.
again. And once again, congratulations to Ritika and Mukul Bapat, ma'am, both of you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
thank you.